Oh, crap. All right. Let's get it. And let's look for gold. Cool, cool. All right, let's get ready. I'm gonna have to wait till London sessions before I start adding more positions on here. I plan on selling USDJPY when London sessions hit and buying gold. Some of the positions that I have right now are still negative, so nothing really positive right now. What I'm expecting is USDJPY to try to hit 112.7 again, and then they'll probably try to hit 112.8, probably at the highest. But I'm guessing 112.7, predicting 112.7, and for it to drop back. Gold has been holding its weight at 1284, so the lowest price for gold is 1277. It hasn't gone back. It hasn't gone back down there. So I'll get my eyes on selling USDJPY once London sessions hit. Just a couple minutes after. Right now it's 1:01 a.m. So I'm waiting for another hour so I can go ahead and sell it. Let's see what they got to say. $19.2. Wow, that was down from Thursday. 19.66. Okay. Can I please share? Can you please share your strategy just found? Oh, my strategy? Man, there's a lot to look at for strategies. Like what I said before, I plan on selling USDJPY once when sessions open. USDJPY has probably been trying to break 112.7 and probably try to hold its weight up there. And I'm planning on buying gold. Yeah, you're welcome, Samuel. And so in my channel I have a lot of free Forex videos. If you look for those titles, and so if you look at those free Forex videos on my channel, you can see what I talk about. And then I have a MetaTrader 4 app indicators, what indicators I use. And on this chart here, you guys can see that on the Bollinger Bands, and pretty self-explanatory. If it hits the lower band and it retraces back up, if it hits the upper band and it retraces back down. But 1 a.m. right now, I'm just keeping my eyes until 2 a.m. so I can be ready to sell USDJPY, because USDJPY dropped last night, and so I don't foresee USDJPY hitting back up to 113 ever since the US dollar has been down from 94 to 93. Oh, what's up, Bill? Am I full-time? I don't I don't trade full-time. I only trade from London sessions till New York sessions. I'm just a part-time trader. I'm just building this small account right now. So nothing too crazy. When I flip that account from 350 to 30K, did you trade from me? Yes, I did. I was using Trader's Way at the time. And that was back in February. That's this year. So you master one currency pair, you find the other one that inverses, and then you can never ever go wrong using those trading those both currency pairs either. So when I flipped that account, remember it was all on USDJPY with some crazy lots, crazy lots on Trader's Way. So plus when you have the leverage 1,000 to 1, it gives you a huge difference to control. Because I'm on FinPro trading. And so I'm using Bitcoin. Are candlesticks a large part of your technical analysis? Not so much. I mean, I do look at some candlestick patterns. Not as much as I used to look at anymore. And so I pay a lot of attention to the price value and the price points. So I'm expecting USDJPY to climb up as much as it can before London sessions. And I'm expecting it for it to drop back last night, just like last night. I can't wait for this demo contest starting this Sunday, October 1st. Let's see. I have a video on my channel. There's all the videos in the past I talked about. I think I made that video, I think 2 weeks ago, why I left Trader's Way. I left Trader's Way back in April. And then I started with LMFX. If you guys heard of LMFX, and then I started with their demo contest and their crystal ball contest. And then just decided just to stay with FinPro due to the fact that Bitcoin is faster for deposits and withdrawals. and it's very, and I'm sticking with FinPro, and I'm going to get back into FX Choice. FX Choices was my first Forex broker that I used. FinPro and FX Choice are regulated, and so LMFX is not regulated. There's a reason why I'm not going back to LMFX. I had some problems with their withdrawal options too. So I'm strictly using Coinbase with Bitcoin, and then transferring over to FinPro. And so with FinPro, you have a unique Bitcoin wallet, and you have your own Bitcoin address with FinPro trading. So with that, let me see if I can log in and show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm just waiting for it to load up my live account here. So right now, this is where I'm at. Nothing too crazy. That's where I'm at right now. Let's see here. Let me show you guys why I use FinPro. So with Bitcoin here, you click on your Bitcoin wallet. You have your own address, and it's pretty cool because with this, it is so much faster withdrawing and depositing. And so I'm just building this small account. I haven't withdrawn anything out of this account. The other one I did, but this one is strictly trying to keep building this account. So it's pretty cool when you can use Bitcoin. I'm gonna log out here. Keep my eyes on USDJPY. So back to Traders Way. I left Traders Way back in April, like the first week of April, due to the fact that, man, their charts are ridiculously not accurate. I'll give you that, and that's number one. They're all about taking your money right away, but when it comes to withdrawing money, man, it took me at least 2 weeks to get my money. You can only take out what you put in. You can only take out. So I deposited that 350, but before all that, I deposited about up to like almost 1,000. And when I flipped the account almost to, I think it was almost 20,000 before I flipped it back up to almost 30,000. And they were like, you have to be with Traders Way for at least 6 months in order to withdraw a certain amount. And then also if your first withdrawal is successful, then you still have to wait a certain amount of time, and you still have to be with Traders Way for 6 months to a year, whatever they said. I was live chatting with them, and so I didn't like that. I really wanted to pull out all the money when I flipped the account, but I couldn't. So it just sat there. And then non-farm payroll back in March killed me. So that was the day I lost 18,000. And it was like it was like almost at 28,000, and it went all the way back to 8,000. And so, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys see what happened on Facebook. You know, when they manipulated that chart. Was it 2 or 3 Mondays ago. It was Monday when North Korea, it was right before Tokyo sessions. North Korea said they were going to fire a missile, and USDJPY dropped. But on their chart, USDJPY, it was weird. It dropped, but then it went back up. So it was kind of weird on how they manipulated that chart. So I would never ever go back to unregulated broker, to be honest. And right now, I think it was try to wire the money to, yeah. If I were to wire money, I would be careful, with, I always look at their, like, here's the thing with FinPro here. There's the number one thing that you're gonna look at their, let me go to their, with any Forex broker, you always want to check about FinPro. See, this is the regulation. They got their IRD, CRD number, the SEC file number, and fund security. I always try to look for their security of funds, what they talk about this. And so that's something to pay attention to, especially if you're wiring money or using your debit card or credit card. I don't use my credit card or debit card anymore to trade. I had some security issues with that and some fraud alerts. And so there's a reason why I'm just strictly using Bitcoin now. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, Trader's Way, man, I mean, I'm glad that I left 6 months ago. And for those that chose to stay, I mean, I know some pretty good friends that are still with them, but I want to put my money back in them. And I still get emails from them. I even got an email from them about the day when that chart was manipulated when North Korea did the strike. And so they were trying to say they apologize for what happened to the ECN charts. And they said that they wanted to know who lost money. They wanted to know how much you lost. They wanted to see if they can help you out. I mean, it's the same email I got back then, and I'm not falling for that. So you always want to do your due diligence. You always want to make sure that, that you're with a pretty reputable and has a high credibility Forex broker. And if they're not regulated, then just be prepared. I did not wire money at all to Trader's Way. I strictly use my debit card. I don't like I said, I don't touch any unregulated brokers anymore. Almost every month there's like at least five new Forex brokers being created almost every month. And so there's a bunch of websites to look at. You can also Google new Forex brokers. You can always find out forums, the latest forums, and all the Forex forums talks about too. Like I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I'll show you guys right here. I even have this on my other video in my channel that I talk about. Forex Factory, they even have it listed right here for, like They even talk about what these Forex brokers that accept you as clients. So when I'm talking about Forex brokers, I'm talking about the ones that accept United States. And I live in the United States, so it's pretty hard for someone from the United States to go to any offshore broker. And there's hundreds and hundreds of brokers out there to choose from, but when you live in the United States, you're kind of stuck because of the regulations from the FTC and CFTC. So it's pretty hard to work with that. I don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah, so this this actually shows, you know, this is I mean, Forex Factor is pretty well known. Baby Pips talks about it too. I think my effects book has a forum that talks about it. But so far, Forex Factor, I follow those guys that talk about which brokers they go for too. And so, yeah, like I said, you can Google it and you can find out. You know, there's tons of. I did a lot of research. You know, BBC like Baby Pips talks about it, and so you click on here. But like I said, I'm just relating back to U.S. clients, and so. I am waiting. So it's a half an hour till London sessions. Ooh. What's the news? I don't care about that right now. I mean, are you guys still using Trader's Way too? It's okay, man. You guys let me know too. Do you make a good amount of pivots from fundamental analysis? Have you lost a lot from not watching fundamental? The most like the base the key thing like I always look for is the gap, the price gaps. The lowest price gap of the day and the highest price gap of the day. The highest price and the lowest price. Now, yesterday, USDJPY has been tapping 113. It did hit a high of 113.2. Now, if you look at it, it hasn't gone back up there yet. It hasn't gone back up there. Is it possible for it to retrace all the way back to 113? Yeah, but the US dollar index has been down since 11 sessions of yesterday. So US dollar index hit a high of 94.6, and now it's at 93.0. So I don't anticipate I don't anticipate a strong buy. I anticipate for the same thing. And that's the basic thing I look at is the price gap of the lowest price of the day and the highest price of the day. And if it doesn't break that price where it's going up or down, then obviously it's going to rebound. It's going to retrace itself. So USDJPY hit the highest price so far for today was 112.8 and a low of 112.39. So you can see that there's a 400-point difference from 113.2 from yesterday, 112.8. So that's 400 points difference. And when you look at the 4-hour chart, because I use the 4-hour chart to swing, and the reason why I trade gold behind that, I didn't talk about why I trade gold because it goes with the US dollar index. The US dollar index drops. Obviously, gold's worth to buy. Now the gold dropped all the way back to 1277. It hasn't gone back down to that 1277 price, and now it's at 1285. So that's why I'm expecting to sell the US pairs and buy gold. I wouldn't be surprised if euro and the pound regains itself during London sessions. So if US dollar index drops, obviously all the other like Australia, New Zealand, pound, and euro is going to regain itself against the dollar. And the reason why I like trading gold because gold pays a lot more money than trading the currency pairs. So for every penny that gold moves, if you look at every penny, I mean, it pays a lot more. Yeah, you're welcome. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else. Like I said, you check out my channel and look at the free Forex education videos. Those titles, you'll see what I talk about. And we're in the fall season, and so remember that the U.S. dollar index has been oversold for so long. And if you look at the weekly chart on the U.S. dollar index, and you look at the Bollinger Bands on the weekly chart on the U.S. dollar index, and you look at the weekly, and you look at the parabolic SAR, because I use those two indicators, you can see that it's been oversold for so long, and now it's regaining itself. This last week and this week has been a pretty strong momentum for the U.S. dollar index. And I mean, another thing why I like trading USDJPY because it fluctuates so much in pips. It can jump up like nothing and it can strike down like nothing. And so by far it is the most sensitive US based currency pair to trade. So like I said, I'm waiting half an hour, waiting for it to keep tapping this 112.7 range. And then it might hit 112.8. If it doesn't, then I'm going to sell it. So that's all I'm waiting for. All right, that gold is holding its weight up at 1285, so that's a good sign. like gold's really getting it right now. Perfect, just like what I like to see here. That's just what I'm waiting on. I like to see the drop, and I like to see the gain on gold. Always pre-positions before London sessions. Always like to see 2 candles of confirmation. Let's see what the 1 hour is saying. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, gold's really getting it. I got my eyes set on. Draw a line. This price right here. So you can see that USDJPY is dropping. And gold is gaining. The US dollar index has broken below 93 back to 92.9. I'll show you guys where I'm at. Let's go back. I'm looking to see if USDJPY can break 112. What price is that? 112. 112.3, 112.25. Gold went all the way up to 12.88. And the way it's going right now, it's going to break 12.88. $15 minutes till the open of the London sessions. I didn't know that was your earnings. What they got to say? There's a lot of 2 red news for euro at 3, then pound news, and then see consumer price index at 4 in the morning. Two pound speeches. And then all eyes at 7:30 in the morning for US. Cool. What they got to say about gold? What the heck are they talking about? What's up, Kevin? $1.88, $1.88 for euro. That's pretty high. Yeah, $1.88. I had never seen euro hit that high in a long time. I think you're trying to say $1.18, or were you trying to say $1.88? That's a lot of pips for $1.88. That is a lot. That's a lot of gains. That's like, what is that? That's 71 cents. That's a lot of money. 8 minutes. 8 minutes till London sessions open. I'm just waiting for USDJPY just to drop like nothing. Waiting for gold to spike up. Just keep spiking up. Laugh out loud. Oh, $1.18. Yeah. I know Euro's gonna hit it once London sessions open. Yeah, Euro's not that far away from $1.18. I'm just patiently waiting 6 more minutes for London sessions. Okay, I see your price, Kevin. I know. Five more minutes. Come on. 5 more minutes. And Euro's almost gonna hit 118. What do you think? We're gonna see 113? Oh man. I wouldn't count on USDJPY hitting 113 tomorrow. Just remember this morning, all the economic data released for New York sessions for all US data was positive. It was all positive. But it only went all the way up to 112.8 and then it dropped back. And so it didn't matter how positive the economic data releases was. So I missed out on that, but that's fine. I stayed up for lunch. I stayed up for lunch session, so I didn't make it up in time for New York sessions. I mean, this is my prediction from what I see right now. And since the U.S. dollar index hasn't been back at the 94 price, it's at the 92.9 right now, and so I'm going off the 4-hour chart because the 4-hour chart is the most accurate chart for swinging. Let me close this out. I'm just waiting for USDJPY to drop. So I'm waiting on drop and stack like 10 more positions. One minute for 11 sessions. Oh, what positions I got? I'll show you what. Oh, I'll show you what positions I have. This is what I have right now. I have quite a bit already. So time to go back. Patiently waiting for. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait it out. Patiently wait. Let it do its thing. Mark 11 sessions just open. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's gonna try and regain itself before it drops back, like last night. It was like yesterday, like around 215, 220, when USDJPY decided to drop back after um, tapping 113 again. Yeah, it couldn't break above 113. So, so when you pay attention to that price value, if it can't break above that the highest price of the day, then I'm selling it. Same thing when you're buying and at the lowest price. So they can't break that low price down there, then they'll probably try to regain it or try to retrace itself. Got a what? I guess you got surgery in the morning. Oh man, good luck to you, Kevin. Hope it all goes well for you, man. Don't really use Facebook like that, but can I get your? Oh yeah, you sure can. Uh, Let me put my profile on here, so if in case you guys want to add me. And also please private message me too. That way I know who you are. Got a bunch of random requests from random people I don't know, so that way I don't get confused who's trying to add me. So, what's up, Hector? FinPro doesn't let me trade Bitcoin. If I could, yeah, I would trade Bitcoin. You can make a lot of money just trading off of Bitcoin. Oh, no, I don't use Trader's Way. I don't use Trader's Way anymore. I strictly right now I'm using FinPro trading. I'm actually using FX Choice Pro account on their demo account to get used to trading. You can trade the dollar index and their Bitcoin. Oh, Trading View. Oh, Trading View. Oh, yeah. You're talking about Trader's Way. I'm not touching Trader's Way. No way. I'm not going back to them. No way. Why don't you like using? Why don't you like Trader's Way? I'm using it as a broker. Yeah, I made a video, a couple videos about them. There's a video title on my channel that says why I left Trader's Way. So don't get me wrong. I mean, I made a lot of money using them, but I'm not really gonna. I'm not going with any unregulated broker anymore, and I'm not gonna put myself in that position. Yeah, there's a lot of videos. I have, I think, just a little over 100 videos now. So there's a lot of, main reason is obviously what happened a couple weeks back when North Korea struck and their charts was manipulated on the ECN charts, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. So there's no point putting myself in that position again. I made a video about that too, and I was talking about that. I was actually talking about that with I was actually talking about that just a couple of minutes. I mean, not a couple minutes. I think half an hour ago when I was live streaming. Yeah, there's a lot of book. When I talk about forex brokers, I talk about which brokers that accept you guys clients because I'm from the United States, and so living here in the United States, you have the CFTC regulations and also SEC in them, so it's tough to go offshore just with anyone. Yeah, Anytime you can check out any of those videos that you want. Not much volatility, just like yesterday. Man, the best volatility London Sessions Day was Wednesday. Wednesday is like crazy, crazy day. Well, there's not much volatility. If I'm gonna miss New York sessions, I'm gonna try and stay up as much as I can. I'm just gonna go live stream until when I fall asleep. That's it. Just gonna keep live streaming until I fall asleep. What they got going on? Man, whoever's trading euro better be ready for 3 o'clock. Got some heavy news. Yesterday there was nothing for. Yesterday there was nothing for. Talking about a specific currency, Hector. Not enough action. Come on. I'm about to just jump in on Euro at 3 in the morning. Let's say 35 minutes. That's going to be pretty interesting. It's the only red news during London sessions. Man, are you guys earning any live trades right now? You guys buying gold and selling USDJPY like me? GJ. What's up with GJ? Did it drop? GJ. Yeah. About time freaking USDJPY starts dropping. That's a good indication of a sell. GBP put in the sell and just popped up again. Pound? I know there's some key events for the pound around 4 in the morning. All US pairs are on the sell, so it's just a matter of time for the euro and pound to regain itself. Let's see what they got here. half an hour for this. We're at news. And then 3:30. Yeah, 3:30 is all about the pound. Cool. All right. Perfect. I'll show you guys where I'm currently at right now. Nothing too crazy. It's just the account's only a $200 account, so. Man, this breakout is pretty cool. Just gotta be patient. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay up all night. Perfect. Gold's breaking up too. Gold's breaking out. So you can see that this is why I like to look at the breakouts. Broke above that price point. Another solid red candle for USDJPY. Then went from 25 bucks to $45. That's crazy. So expecting to keep these positions up until the open in New York sessions. I don't expect anything positive for New York. I expect it to keep selling. If you look on the 4 hour if you look at the 4 hour chart for, I'll show you guys the dollar index. Oh, they don't give me the 4 hour, but wish they did. On the 4, you can see that the parabolic already indicated to the dots to sell. So if you use parabolic SAR, any dot that's above, any dots above the candles, it's a sell. Any dots on the bottom, it's a buy. So this is a daily chart, but I wouldn't follow the daily chart right now. The 4-hour, you can see it. And US dollar index hasn't gone back up to 94. It was like almost 94, so hasn't gone back up to that 94 range. Time to go back to $112,400. That is a huge drop. Reason why with Bollinger Bands, you always want to keep a lookout for breakouts like this. Solid breakout. You cannot go wrong trading gold and trading USDJPY. Opposite pairs. Opposite. Cannot go wrong. EMA. Is the dot EMA. Man, I think I know what you're saying. I'm not familiar with EMA. I'm not, like I said, I'm not too technical on my terms. So on the 4-hour chart on the parabolic SAR, every 4 hours, it adds a dot. So your time frames to look at for that parabolic SAR, if you use the 4-hour on the parabolic SAR, you want to look at the 5 p.m., 9 p.m., 1 a.m., 5 a.m., 9 a.m., 1 p.m., 5 p.m., 9, 1, 5, 9, 1. Just remember that. If you use the 4-hour chart with the parabolic SAR. The dots. Yeah, I mean, maybe someone can answer that question. That's how I look at it. Every 4 hours, because if you're using the 4-hour chart, then yeah, it's every 4 hours. So obviously, you don't want to confuse yourself. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool to see this breakout. Like here on the 4-hour chart here, you can see that it broke up here. Okay, and they tried again. This was yesterday. Try again. Okay. So obviously it tapped again. It couldn't do it. It couldn't break anymore. So it dropped down. So once it breaks this dot, okay, so it broke this dot. It created a dot up here indicating that to sell. You go to the 1-hour. The 1-hour, the dot's still at the bottom. Now, if you kept the buy, obviously it's not worth the buy. So obviously the 1-hour is ineffective. So you go back to the 4-hour and you stick to the 4-hour. So just remember that like I had to have a lot of patience too if when I'm swinging, and there'll be times that you know there'll be times that I would anticipate too much off the 1 hour and then back to the 4 hour, and you don't want to keep anticipating off the 1 hour because the 1 hour, if you go with the 1 hour, then obviously you're losing money. So imagine if I was on the 1 hour looking at the 1 hour chart and I'd be like, yeah, the dot's still there, so it's worth the buy. But then you can see the two red solid candles going down. So so obviously it's eventually will push the dot down. So that's why I don't really rely heavily on the parabolic SAR. It's just another good indicator to go off of. So the reason why I pay more attention to the price actions because USDJPY hasn't gone back to 113, and I don't foresee it going back to 113 either tonight, and I don't foresee it going back to 113 tomorrow. I don't care how positive the news was. Just like New York sessions yesterday morning, where GDP, everything was positive, and it still fell. It still fell back. It only hit a high of 112.8. So, plus US dollar index hasn't regained itself back to the 94 price. Right now it's below 93. So, wouldn't be surprised it goes back down to 91. That's something to pay attention to. Pay attention to US dollar index that affects US pairs. If US dollar index drops, then you buy gold. Can't go wrong with that. So, do you sell right away when the dots change from top to bottom? I do not go off the dots right away. I look at the Bollinger Bands first, and I look at if there's a double top or a double bottom. I look at those two things first before I even look at the parabolic SAR. The parabolic SAR is ineffective on the 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 minute. It's ineffective. It is only the most accurate on the parabolic SAR is the 4-hour. But even then, it has to break that dot in order for even to make that decision to put the dot on the bottom or on top. So if you're, like I said, if you're relying on parabolic SAR, good luck, because then that means you're just waiting just to see a confirmation of a new dot. You're wasting too much time waiting for that confirmation. You don't want to waste too much time waiting for the dots to change. You should already know that if USDJPY cannot break 113 again, obviously it's a sell. And you can see that already. Wednesday was the highest price for USDJPY, and it hasn't gone back up there. You gotta start looking at I always look at the price gap, the lowest price of the day and the highest price of the day. Can it break the highest price of the day one more time? If it does, then obviously it's shooting for a higher price. If it doesn't, obviously it's going back down. Can it break the lowest price of the day? I'm pretty sure it is, because it's at 112.4 right now. The lowest price of the day was 112.395. So obviously it's at 112.4. So ain't that far away to breaking the bottom. Won't be surprised if it goes back to 111. So that's why that's the first thing I look at. First thing I look at is, can it break the price? Its original price. If it cannot break the original price, obviously it's going to rebound. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a big fan using Bollinger Bands, but it's pretty effective the way I trade. So when you use, oh, hang on a sec. When you use Bollinger Bands, I mean, you can see it's already about to touch the lower band. So I'll just do the 1 minute chart here. You can see that it's still below the moving average. Anytime if you're on the MetaTrader 4 app or MetaTrader 5 app and you're using Bollinger Bands, there's a middle band besides the upper and the lower band. And if the moving average crosses pointing down, obviously there's a trend reversal. And if it crosses going up, and it'll be causing to go an uptrend. That's very important to pay attention to. Notice that on this 1 minute chart, it's below, all these candles are below the moving average. So obviously I don't see it retracing itself, going back up. So I mean, you could see on the 5 minute chart here, it's all these candles are below the moving average. There is no point of buying it. There's no point buying it. On the 15 minute chart, you can see the breakouts, all these red candles. So you can see it's still pushing down. It's not giving up. The US dollar index is already dropping even more. So you don't want to fall. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's touching the lower band, so I'm going to buy it. Why would you do that? Because you're going to end up losing more money. If you're going to swing it, obviously you're going to look long term anyways. There's no point looking at the 15 minute chart. Obviously you're going to be looking at the 1 hour and the 4 hour, but the 4 hour is more accurate, so you go off the 4 hour. You don't want to get yourself stuck in between. You don't ever want to get yourself stuck in between a trend. If you get stuck in a trend, like back a couple months back, I decided to, sell USDJPY, and this is just an example. I decided to sell it, but then it ended up creating an uptrend. I had to wait at least I think 4 to 5 hours until it came back, because I was negative in my margins. My account was negative. Should I have waited that long? No, I should have just took the loss and then did a buy instead. Once you see the trend, you stick with the trend. You don't go against the trend. Yep, it's dropping. Yep, I'm up $60 just on these penny lots. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you don't want to second guess yourself. Obviously, you see another third red candle going down. This is enough information to go off of. And that's not enough information for you. And you really think USDJPY is going to try and hit 113? Good luck. You got to know when to take your losses and be ready for the next trend. Gold's getting it. Yeah, gold's not stopping either. That's a good sign. 112, was it 112, 266, 112, 265, 112, 112. So, I mean, I hope that's enough information for you guys to understand. I mean, I hope I'm not giving you guys too much information. I have videos in my channel that I talk about indicators and what to look for. And very, very important to pay attention to the price. I mean, just imagine if you're using support and resistance. I don't use support and resistance. It can break any support, it can break any resistance if it wanted to. You lost 7K on the pound 2 weeks ago? It's all right, man. Hey, at least you wasn't like me losing. I lost almost 18 grand in one day because of non-farm payroll off that $26,000 Treasury account. I don't set any stop loss or take profit either. If you're swinging on a trend, why would you set take profit or stop loss if you know that the trend's gonna go your way anyways? I lost 18 grand on non-farm payroll back in March on that Trader's Way, that $26,000 account. It dropped. Non-farm payroll was perfect, but when Yellen was speaking at 11 a.m., it immediately dropped all the way back. It was at 114.7, and it dropped all the way back to 113.8. And I lost 17,800, whatever it was. I have it on my that how I flipped my account from 350 to 26,000. That video talks about it. I don't know if it was a manipulation. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit too overconfident, and I anticipated that USDJPY would break 115, and it didn't. I did not set any stop losses. I had a $10, $15, and a $20 lot on those positions on that day. So I was really, really aggressive with that account, nonstop. Yep, no stop loss. Yeah, I don't use any stop loss at all. Man, 6 minutes. There's red news for the euro. I wonder if I should get in on that. I should probably get on that. That's only red news. Then 3:30, there's 8 news for the pound. That's in half an hour. EMA probably has to be one of my favorite indicators. Are you talking about the moving average? What am I looking for here? I'm looking for something. Come on. Oh yeah. I don't care about that. 4 minutes. 4 minutes for this red news here. I like using my FX book economic calendar. It is the only economic calendar that counts by the seconds when after the 1 minute hits. Investing.com doesn't have it. What the hell? Come on, man. We got some heavy news for the pound here at 3:30. What? Oh, that's weird. They already released it. So it was good news for Euro. You guys can see that. I don't know why they already released it. What the heck? Usually they don't do this. Well, you guys get to see that it was better than expected. I was shocked. I'm shocked to see this. You don't see this right away. Wonder why they're releasing it right away. That is interesting. Too interesting. Yeah, so I have a video that talk about that too. I look at Forex Factor, I look at FX Street, I look at investing.com, and I look at my FX book. So you can see my tabs here. Investing.com. I'm always looking at the financial Forex news here. Okay. I got their economic calendar here for investing.com. I got my FX book economic calendar here. I got the Forex Factory economic calendar. I got FX Street News. So Sunday, I'm starting the JFX $10,000 demo contest here. It starts October 1st. So since I got 2 iPhones, I'm going to be trading my account and my wife's account. I'm going to be taking it very serious for the next 30 days here on the demo contest. For those of you that are following me. So I won't be heavily trading this live account. It'll be strictly just a demo account. Both of them on both on the iPhones. So you don't use Twitter? I do have Twitter. I think YouTube has this linked up to my Twitter account. So I'm still in the process of trying to finish up a website so I can just do the webinars on there and they can link back to YouTube. Yeah, so I use all those sites for news. And every once in a while, I'll look at I'll look at Fox News or CNN or there's some other financial website news as well, in case if there's any political tensions. I mean, yeah, like if North Korea was gonna say something, and so do you usually place on iPhone? Yeah, all my trades are on the iPhone. All my trades are on the iPhone. I'll show you guys. I got two phones here. Two phones. So this white iPhone is on the FX demo account, FX Choice demo account on the MetaTrader 5. And so I got the dollar index. I got Australia, Euro, Pound, New Zealand, USD CAD, USD Chief, USDJPY, and gold. And they're just penny lots. What I do with this is I look at the direction of where it's going. This gives me another indication of a confirmation of where the pairs are going. And so if I'm not for sure, then I go back to this to the white iPhone, and I'm constantly analyzing, you know, what to anticipate next. So that's if you have two phones. Plus, I'll be using these two phones on the JFX $10,000 demo contest. Yep. MetaTrader 5 for the white iPhone, and then MetaTrader 4 for the black iPhone. And the broker that I'm using on the black iPhone is FinPro Trading. Those of you that don't know FinPro, I was showing FinPro Trading when I first opened up the live stream. So I don't know if any of you guys saw it. So this is FinPro Trading here. FinPro Trading has by far the lowest spreads. And if you open up the ECN account, you get the ultra low commissions. The commissions are super low, by far the lowest commissions. The spreads for USDJPY and Euro are usually 0. And the spreads for gold is usually like 14 to 18. You can't beat that. For Traders Way, they charge 6 times the commission. And for Traders Way for gold, you have to bet at least 10 cents or more. With this, you can bet a penny. And the spread for gold on Traders Way was like 30 to 40. And so you can see a huge difference trading. I saw a huge difference trading with FinPro Trading. JFX has a contest for demo, so if you win, you get 10K. Yeah, let me go back here. First place is 10,000. 6 months ago, back in May, the grand prize was only 5,000, but they only paid up to five places. This time, they're willing to pay up to 100 place. Even at 100 place, you get $25, because to trade live with them, you can start with $10 trading live with them. I'm pretty sure traders would let you trade live with $10. Their leverage is 500 to 1. They charge 4 times the commission. So if you bet a penny, you're already paying 4 cents. The spreads, some spreads are low and some spreads are high. So it just depends on what you, but for JFX, they're not regulated. That's the only thing I don't like. Well, you can use Bitcoin, deposit. There's no deposit fees. There's no withdrawal fees. And the grip, I like this because when I was trading off the LMFX demo contest, it was a joke because man, I really think their demo contest is rigged. This is the only demo contest that I seen so far that pays out the most, and it's willing to pay out to up to 100 plays. And this is insane. I never seen anything like this. And so, plus you get a free T-shirt, and the best part is this outbeats LMFX because it says that the prize money will be deposited directly to your Trader's JFX landing account, and you will be free to trade the money directly or withdraw immediately if you wish to do so. With the LMFX demo contest, you couldn't withdraw. You had to open up a non-trading bonus account. They put the money in there, and then you had to trade enough money past 1,000 in the account, and then you could withdraw the full amount, which I thought that was bogus. But here you can, if you win 10,000 first place, you can automatically take the money out and do whatever you want with it. You can't beat that. That's why I'm strict. That's why starting this Sunday, when the market opens, whoever's registered through this demo contest, they can start trading. And I'm strictly going to be heavily focused on the 2 demo accounts. And I'm not messing around this time. I'm going to be strictly like on the hour, every hour. Even though I got classes, I'm going to like give it all I got on this demo contest for 30 days straight. I've done it for 6 months straight for LMFX. My wife only won 4th place. I haven't won anything. And and plus the crystal ball contest, I mean, I don't care about that anymore. Don't care about it. I mean, you still have a day, 20 hours to register if you choose to do so. It's free. I don't know why anyone would want to do it. Even if you get 100 place, you still get money. You still get 25 bucks. This is by far like the best demo contest I've seen. Especially for me living here in the United States, because it's tough for us to go out to other offshore brokers that offer demo contests, and we can't even register because they're not regulated, and the U.S. won't let us even register with them anyways. So might as well do it. Plus LMFX only pays up to 1,000 for first place, so this outbeats this first place 10,000 beats LMFX demo contest hands down. Even if you win 4th place 1,500, that still beats first place for LMFX demo contest. That's why I don't care about LMFX anymore. Nope. So, oh man, how FinPro withdrawal, I gotta try them out. I have Traders Way in JFX. I'm actually using FinPro's non-trading bonus account. I was using their bonus trading account. With the bonus trading account, the leverage is 200 to 1. I didn't like that, so I strictly went and opened up a new account, and then they increased my leverage to 400 to 1, but I don't get no bonus though. Just remember that you don't get a bonus. So I like that way because I get a higher leverage. Plus, when I put my own money in, I know exactly what I have. So when you do open up their bonus account, you have to request for their bonus after the deposit. And the only issue with that is that it takes 6 to 8 hours for them to put the bonus in, versus I know that with Traders Way, you can get it right away. So no matter what, LMFX, you get it right away. JFX does not offer any deposit bonus. It's strictly your own money. but the leverage is 500 to 1. Man, I think I'm just gonna go to bed. Hope you guys are catching pips. I think I talked too much. I'll probably go back to FX Choice 2 and use their MetaTrader 5 Pro account. Because FX Choice was my first Forex broker. I had no problems with them. And by far, I think that FX Choice has the best customer service support. Hands down. Even though FX Choice doesn't offer high leverage, but it's fine. I had no issues with FX Choice when I first came in back in January of this year. What's up, Michael? What's going on, man? You off work, Michael? I have not tried. I don't know how to say that. Is that Panda? You trying to say Panda? Owanda, whatever it is. Yeah, take care, Kevin. Good luck with your surgery, man. Oh, let's see here what they got. What does FX Street say? Oh, this is going to be really interesting. Those of you that trade in the pound better be ready. That's cool, Michael. Glad you can make it. What will be the trade for the day? Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll show you where I'm at. Let me stop this. This is where I'm at, Michael, if you're wondering. Where I'm at. Keeping these positions. Selling US and buying gold. So whoops, wrong one. No, not that. Come on. Gonna get ready for the pound here. Thanks. It's just something, just building this small count up. I can't be really aggressive if I wanted to. Stack out more positions and go negative on the free margin. That's what I used to do. I used to stack as much as I could until my free margins ran out. I don't recommend anyone to do that. Let's see. I'm gonna do a 30-minute chart. I want to keep my eyes a little bit closer on this trend here. What's up? What's going on? dollar now strong. What? What are you looking at, Michael? You're saying the dollar is strong? I'm actually selling the dollar. Selling US, buy gold. Take that down. I don't want to confuse anyone. Six minutes. I'm gonna keep look at the pound here. Dates. Man, it took them that long just to say a USDJPY went that much down. Waiting for entry. You gonna buy the pound, or you gonna sell the pound, or are you doing what I'm doing? what they got to say. Too many opinions. Two minutes. Get this 1 minute chart here. What? Oh, okay. I was gonna say. What are they anticipating? Here we go. Let's start the countdown. This is why I like to use my FX book economic calendar. They really think it's good, huh? Dang, that sucker dropped. Nothing good for the pound. Holy crap. Yeah, their GDP was bad. The reason why it dropped. That's the #1 thing. Man, the gross domestic product is the most important thing that drives the economy for any country. You can see it's still dropping. Holy crap. I hope you guys sold it. Look at that solid red candle. Oh, wow. I don't know. Usually when they anticipate that much good for the pound, it reverses. Right. Hundred pips? That's awesome, man. Keep catching it because the pound ain't doing nothing. Damn. All that work that pound did this morning and dropped all the way back. Wow. Oh man. There's no point. I actually sold the pound too. Let's go back. I don't know what they were anticipating for the pound. Yeah. All right. More red news for Euro. Wonder what's gonna happen to Euro. Oh man, I don't know where bought the pound. Good luck. They anticipated if there's that much anticipation before the pound that it was gonna be a buy, it ends up reversing and it drops back once the news releases. Oh well. Gotta get it when it's hot. I'm about to get ready for that spike on Euro at 4 a.m. 20 minutes here. I'm gonna sell Euro. Whoop. That means US dollars gaining traction. That's all it's got for gold. Time to cash out and go home. And that sucker dropped. And gold's dropping back too. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Get up. Man. Australia is beautiful if it will go down. I think it will. Yeah. All US pairs are trying to regain itself. US dollar index is trying to regain itself. So that's the reason why I got out on all my positions. Oh man. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. $384 pips. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. A lot of money there. Yeah. US dollar is trying to regain itself. USDJPY is already back to 112.5. Gold's dropping back. It's all because the pound dropped. All because the pound dropped. US dollar gained itself. I'm getting ready to sell euro. Euro's gonna drop back. I probably won't make it for New York sessions. I'll probably be sleeping in. I'll start to get tired. Yeah, gold's dropping back. Pound's dropping back. Let's see. It's just gonna do like what I did last time. It's trying to gain enough traction right before the news release, and it's gonna spike back down. Just like what happened to pound here. 8 minutes. Why Euro USD is very strong? I don't know. It's London sessions. The pound was strong too before the news release. I'm just expecting the same outcome once they release this. Oh man. Oh. Oh yeah. Let's- 4 minutes. Dan Sherman will comment this reel. Just wait for him to come. Oh man, I'll be honest, Michael. I think 4 o'clock is it for me. Oh man. What is this? Here we go. Yeah, pound's really dropping. I'm getting ready for this. Keep going, man. Keep dropping, dude. Keep dropping. Definitely worth the sell. I'm trying to see what's going on. Yep. Bad news for Euro. Then pound dropped like nothing. Wow. Oh man, I am done. Oh gosh,